Donkey Kong Country 2.
Okay.
This is the second time that we've recorded this video because we had our first technical mishap.
Yep.
Where we recorded this last week and then it didn't record properly and we lost all the video.
Yeah. So but it's okay because we know exactly how we feel.
Yeah. So we'll just play a bit.
Yeah.
And we know where it's ranked. We recorded a video after it as well, so it's
The ranking is set in stone.
The ranking is set.
That won't have changed by us playing it again. We're just making sure that we have something to show for this.
But yeah, it's a great game to play. I mean, even before we ranked this last week, I know that I love Donkey Kong Country. It's no surprise that this is an incredible game.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's rare, isn't it?
It is rare. So, made down the road from us.
Yeah.
In Twycross.
Yeah. So, I think those guys make quality games.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There was an argument for a long time. I mean, they always just made games for Nintendo until Microsoft bought them. There was an argument that during the N64 era, they were arguably making better games than Nintendo were for a lot of people. Banjo-Kazooie and GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, and they were just absolutely killing it. And that, for me, that really started. Like Donkey Kong Country were the first games I really kind of. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out what's going on with this crocodile in a barrel. I'm a bit stuck. Donkey Kong Country I bought when it was new.
Right, yeah.
It's the first rare game I really kind of got into. How do I get out of here? This is
try jumping on his head.
I could just go this way.
Yeah,
that's the answer, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there's not many studios that can bring out something like Rare Replay.
Yeah,
and that's justified.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They've got a catalogue that's known and loved. And,
a pedigree.
A pedigree.
But yeah, so Donkey Kong Country 2, like totally solid platforming. The animation looks great. You can ride a rhino.
ticking all the boxes for me.
Yeah, boom, number one. See you later.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't actually play this as a kid. I owned Donkey Kong Country 1.
Yeah.
And never played 2 or 3.
Right. Yeah.
I think this is generally considered by fans as the best one.
I can see why. This is, like, graphics are great as well.
The graphics are brilliant, proper good. But interestingly, you don't play Donkey Kong in it. He's been captured. We've got to rescue him. So you play.
It's all about Diddy
and Dixie. Who's the new Kong? Each of the games had a new protagonist.
It's what's the K. Rool, isn't it?
King K. Rool. Yeah.
Captain K. Rool in this one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it Captain? Yeah, that would make sense because we're on a pirate ship.
Yeah.
I bought Donkey Kong Country 1 from Virgin Megastore in Derby for £45, £45.94.
Go back. Ah.
What?
I was going to see if you could smash through that door and get into another secret area.
Missed out there.
Never mind. Yeah, it's a really good. It's almost like if you needed to teach game design, this would be a great way of just going like solid platforming. Do this, because it's just secret areas. You've got sort of different locations and different enemies for each level, and like each level seems to have a new mechanic.
Yeah, it teaches you as you play.
Yeah,
and it's not presented as a tutorial.
No,
it's just here's a little challenge, and then you've learned something.
Yeah, and it feels like a story, pretty much.
Although, when we recorded before, I went on and on about this, but it's still true. Dixie's hair.
Right, yeah.
Freaks me the fuck out. She picks up barrels with a ponytail. I hate it.
She's just
look at this.
Dexterous hair.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's dexterous hair.
It's got like banana hair. And she picks up barrels with it. I don't like it at all.
No.
I'm not. So I came back here because I think there's a little secret here.
Oh, yeah.
You can fly across with your freaky hair.
Get enough bananas.
Oh, and this climbing thing.
Yeah. I love the animation where it's sort of like going from bit to bit. That's just kid on a climbing frame.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But it was also, I think, it's a throwback to Donkey Kong Country 2 on the NES.
Right.
You played Donkey Kong Jr. in that. And the big change in that, the big mechanic was that he could climb over vines like that.
Right, okay, yeah.
And that's exactly how he did it.
Right.
You would move across like that. And I'm assuming this is a throwback to that because it's Donkey Kong Country 2. Yeah. And I like that. They've taken the license.
Weird though.
Everything. It's all weird.
Tandem climbing. yeah. I think this is just a fantastic game, and I think that it is likely to rank highly. I say likely to. We've already decided.
Yeah, I know exactly where this is ranking.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Who's that guy?
Definitely better at it than last time we recorded.
Right. Yeah.
Improved.
Yeah.
Just racing through it now, which is good because we can see more of the game.
Yeah. Exactly.
We died loads of times on this level before.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's stuff like these where it just sets you up to feel like you've done a good thing by throwing the barrel and destroying loads of enemies in one go.
Yeah, that's your little reward. The fact that it's dead satisfying.
That and smashing that guy up.
Yeah. I feel like they really kind of revolutionised this like computer-generated 2D graphics.
Yeah.
That was a big deal when the first one of these games came out. It was. I'd never seen a game like it really.
No. Do you remember there was the Donkey Kong cartoon?
No.
It is the worst. But you seriously, you have to search. After watching this video, search YouTube for the songs from like the Donkey Kong cartoon. It was like early CGI.
Okay.
Computer generated stuff.
Was it this era? Donkey Kong Country era?
I don't know. It looks really terrible, but that means it's probably a few years on from all this. It's probably more like, I'm trying to think, what was that show that was one of the first kind of
with the blue guys
things? Yeah.
I can't remember.
Reboot,
something like that. Yeah, is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
I remember.
I think those were the guys that then went on to do the Clone Wars stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I hope that is. Yeah, I'd love that to be true. Because then I
wonder if there's a reboot game.
I don't actually think that, because it was set inside a computer. It was, for anyone who hasn't seen it, it was like sort of Tron. Sort of.
Yeah. But look at this. How he holds on with his tail.
Oh, yeah.
That's quite nice. Well. I like it.
You don't like her hair, but he can hang on with his tail.
I feel like the tail, I've
seen monkeys do that.
Yeah, that happens in nature.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want realism in Donkey Kong Country games, but
yeah, like how big is this boat, for instance? It's like,
yeah, this is a massive boat. But yeah, it's still the hair. Look at it.
Yeah. At least she gets to hang around like the right way up.
Monkeys don't even have ponytails. It's just I'm not on board with it at all. Oh, this prick. I remember it.
Just forget about him, is that it?
Yeah, just I couldn't work out how to kill him last time, so there we go, that's how you kill him. Yeah. So you learn something every time you play it. Look how the weather's changing, like the time of day.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Like all this stuff, we played, when ranking the SNES, one runs the risk of playing a lot of very similar platformers, and this really stands out as having that attention to detail that just makes it not boring.
Yeah.
So many of the games that we've already played on this list, once you've started the level, you know that the next 10 minutes is going to be roughly the same, jumping between platforms and whatever. Whereas this already feels like it's changed quite a bit from the start of the game.
Definitely.
Still on this massive ship, obviously, but
I would say if I was comparing it to Donkey Kong Country 1, that I've played a lot of, I almost, just to give it a slight criticism, not just to gush over it for no time. I feel like there's maybe too many of those bits where you get in a barrel and go off to do a mini.
Yeah.
I could probably do with a few less of those.
Yeah.
I like just getting through the levels a bit quicker.
Yeah.
But we have only been playing it for 10 minutes and I'm on the third stage.
Well, also, you're playing this completely different to how we did on the first run through that we did.
Yeah, that's true.
Where I think after the 20 minutes or so, we got to about this point.
We did, yeah.
Now we're
probably
going through it a lot quicker.
Half the time.
So, I think the pace of the game can adapt. It's, if you want to try and find everything and get all the
there's definitely
extras
a
and
lot
whatever, then go for it. But I don't think you have to.
You definitely don't. There's a lot of collectibles and stuff. I don't even know what a lot of it does.
Yeah.
Actually, we established that the coins, you buy tips with them.
Oh, yeah.
When you go and visit Cranky Kong, which is the granddad monkey, you can spend these like secret coins. You can spend them on tips, and he literally just says, "Oh, go and look here."
Yeah.
Which I thought was quite good. Well, it was quite an interesting.
Well, considering coming from a childhood of having to phone an expensive
hotline
when you get stuck on a game like Monkey Island or something where there's no way you'd have just worked out how to do some of those puzzles.
Did you ever ring up those phone lines?
Yeah, totally.
Oh god, I remember
so much trouble.
Yeah, I remember spending a lot of money of my friend's parents' phone bill ringing one up. I can't remember what the game was, but
shrewd move though. He's
I definitely didn't do it at mine. Yeah, I would have got bollocked. Anyway, should we rank?
Yeah, I think.
Well, I say rank. We know.
Yeah,
and we're going to break some hearts.
Well, yeah, but also, we. I don't think that. I think playing it again has been good, but I don't think it's changed my ranking from the time before.
No, we came in hot on the high of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, our current number one.
Yep.
And we came to the conclusion that we'd still probably both rather play that.
Yeah.
This might be one of the absolute best examples of platforming in the 16-bit era, and generally considered as one of the best SNES games of all time.
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine was absolutely fucking amazing.
I absolutely loved it, and I'm not. It's definitely because it's Star Trek.
I think there's
in a lot of ways. Like if that was characters that I had no sort of affinity for or anything like that, then I probably wouldn't be feeling like that's cool.
I think that was an element that definitely made it better.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that it's just because I like Trek that I'm going to automatically put a Trek game at the top, because I totally expected that to be dreadful.
Hang on, we're in a little game show.
Wow.
Oh, I've sat that off apparently.
Yeah.
I just think it was. I want to play more of it. I really want to play more of it.
The developing kind of like storyline elements. Oh god,
I'm a number on a snake.
So
now.
good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just every time that we start talking about and trying to justify why this isn't number one, it keeps throwing something amazing at us.
It's true. Did we make a huge mistake? As much as I loved Deep Space Nine because it was Star Trek, I also loved it because it was blatantly Mass Effect as well.
Yes,
but done 15 years before Mass Effect.
Yeah.
It was that.
Like, it was being able to interact with the characters, even if it was meaningless, even if it wasn't something that you needed to do at the time.
Yeah.
And that's something that obviously games like Mass Effect they absolutely live and die by, that kind of world building.
Absolutely. Yeah. Feels like a lived in environment and things, and that's rare, I think, on these on these consoles. That you expect, as we said in the video, you expect a Star Trek game to be a platform game that's just got some Star Trek characters in it, where it wasn't. They created the world of Deep Space Nine. And I felt like I was exploring the ship.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It was pretty well, pretty true to the design of it and things like that. It captured kind of the architecture stuff going on in it, and it just made me want to kind of dig around and do some more with it.
Yeah, I'm all right with the decision, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I totally stand by it.
I can't work out how to get up there either, so that's that justifies it for me, because I can't work out how to get past this bit.
I mean, bearing in mind we couldn't get past Odo in Deep Space Nine for a while, but
it's true.
We had an enjoyable time trying.
Yeah. Okay. So Donkey Kong Country 2 is number 2.
It's number 2 though. Yeah. So I think also some people probably won't even like the fact that we're putting this higher than Starwing, but.
Well, some people can do one.
Yeah,
it's our list.
Exactly.
All right. So, if you like the video, watch some of the others. We've done what, 16, I think, of these now.
Yeah, this is the first time we've done some really good trolling.
Yeah. So, check out some of the other videos, and give us a like and give us a sub so that you can see all the new stuff we do. Because I'm knocking these out about one every couple of days now.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
It's almost as if playing all these SNES games is like relatively enjoyable.
Yeah.
We have had a run of quite good ones lately, so
I've cracked it, by the way.
Nice.
You had. Fuck it. Yeah. It's a good time to end.
Cool.
Brian, see ya.
Bye.